There is a moment in history that changed the destiny of a creation forever. A single command, a single sajdah, and a single refusal. Allah commanded Iblis to bow in prostration, not to worship Adam, but to obey Allah. Yet Iblis refused, not because he denied Allah's existence, not because he doubted Allah's power, but because arrogance entered his heart. He said, I am better than him. And that one refusal turned worship into rebellion, closeness into distance, and honor into humiliation. Now pause for a moment and think about us. Iblis refused one sajdah, one command, one moment of obedience. And what about us? Every day Allah calls us through the Azaan, come to prayer, come to success. The call is clear. The invitation is repeated 5 times a day, every single day of our lives. Yet how often do we hear the Azaan and remain seated? How often do we delay, ignore, or completely abandon the prayer? If Iblis was condemned for refusing one sajdah, then how many sajdahs do we refuse every week, every month, every year? This is not a comparison to declare ourselves worse than Iblis, but it is a mirror to awaken our hearts. Because the sin of Iblis was not just disobedience, it was pride. And today, our excuses are also rooted in pride. I'm too busy. I'll pray later. Allah is forgiving. Yes, Allah is forgiving, but He is also just. Forgiveness is for those who return, not for those who persist in turning away. Prayer is not a burden. It is an honor. When you stand in Salah, you are standing before the King of Kings. When you bow, you humble your ego. When you prostrate, you place your forehead, the symbol of pride, on the ground. Sajdah is not humiliation. It is liberation. Iblis refused to lower himself, and he fell forever. The believer lowers himself, and Allah raises him in ranks. Never say, I am a sinner, so what's the point? Because Salah is not for the perfect. It is what makes the imperfect return to Allah. The road to destruction begins with small neglect, and the road to guidance begins with one sincere sajdah. Before we criticize Iblis, before we curse Shaitan, we must ask ourselves, when Allah calls me, do I respond? Because on the day of judgment, no excuse will matter, only obedience. Let us not be from those who hear the call and turn away. Let us be from those who rush to the prayer. Even if our hearts are heavy, even if our lives are messy, one sajdah saved many before us, and one sajdah can still save us today. So when the Azaan is called next time, don't just listen, respond.